How's it going, guys? White Rabbit here. In light of recent events and all these mass shootings and things that have been going on for the past few years, we have been hearing time and time again, increasingly so, those in favor of anti-gun legislation pushing this concept that people who are on terrorist watch lists should not be able to buy and own guns. Now, on the surface, this makes perfect sense, right? To your average citizen, this is a no-brainer. Terrorists obviously should not be able to own and buy guns. It's a no-brainer. But wait, here's the problem. The Second Amendment guarantees citizens of the United States to keep and bear arms. And the purpose for them keeping and bearing arms is not to go shoot for sport or to go hunting. It is to have weaponry at your disposal to rise up and defend yourself against a tyrannical government. The whole point of the Second Amendment is a safeguard against the American government going bad. It is a checks and balances system. So you may be asking, well, so what's the problem with keeping terrorists unable to buy guns? The problem is the word terrorist. Where do you think the designation of terrorist comes from? The government. The government decides who is and who is not a terrorist. Do you see the problem here? When someone is placed on a terror watch list, they are not put before a judge. They are not put before a jury. There is no trial. There is no justice. There is mere accusation on behalf of the government. This is not a justified way of dealing with things. If the whole point of the Second Amendment is to rise up against a tyrannical government, and you give the government the ability to label anyone they choose without any jury or court ruling, the ability to label anybody a terrorist, and therefore take away their ability to keep and bear arms, you are disarming the very people who would be opposed to the tyrannical government. You are taking away the safeguard that is the Second Amendment. So yes, on the surface, wouldn't it be great if we lived in a world with bubblegum and butterflies where everything was so black and white, plain as day, easy breezy, simple, right? Terrorists should not be able to own guns. Well, that's a no-brainer, except it isn't. You know what is a no-brainer? The Second Amendment. The Second Amendment is black and white. It is cut and dry. It is very simple. And if you let your government mess with the Second Amendment, which rights shall not be infringed, then you do not deserve your freedom. And you will not have it.